6 months ago. I mean, YouTube is constantly changing. YouTube and Facebook are in a war with each other. Yeah, we got a great crowd tonight. How's everybody doing? Good to see everybody. Good to see everybody. Okay, there we go. We're rocking and rolling. Let's go ahead and get started. Let me pull my other screen back up. Let me see what screen's being shared. That's being shared. Okay, welcome to Beacon Funnels Training tonight. I want to welcome everybody to training. Tonight we're going to talk about your business, and I've had a lot of questions over the last couple of weeks. As I was saying in the pre-show before we went live on the recording, did this a couple of weeks ago during another training that I do. It's very helpful and very beneficial. And the most important thing is that you run your business. Hey, Troy, how you doing, buddy? That you run your business in a way that you can keep up with everything. Especially, excuse me, let me go ahead and turn it off. I told you, 100 text messages a day. And so, but your business is very important, and that's the thing you really need to focus on. You need to focus on running your business and keeping up with your business and being able to look at any time that you need to, your financials, what's going on, who's paid you, who hasn't paid you, what money's coming in tomorrow. Most of mine is done on my phone. I've got everything set up. I've got somebody just checked in on the phone. Welcome. And full house tonight. Great. And so you want to make sure that you have all your business in order. Okay. At the end of the year, you need software that keeps your books for you. I'm going to show you. I'm not going to show you. I'm going to talk to you and share with you the things that I use to run my business. I don't do anything fancy. I keep it extremely simple. And that's probably Charlie that's on the phone because he asked me to send him the link on the phone. So, but I'm going to keep it very simple. I'm going to show you exactly how what I use. And let's go ahead and get the show on the road. Once again, welcome to Tuesday night training. Real quick, we will not have training next Tuesday night because it's the 26th. Most of us will be traveling on the road, off the road, still eating, getting fat, and the whole 9 yards. And then next Thursday, we are going to have a special training starting every Thursday night called Recurring Revenue, how to learn how to set up recurring revenue bases and how to set up multiple streams of recurring revenue. That way you've always got money coming in. That's how I run my life. That's how I run my businesses. And I have multiple streams of recurring revenue that come into my account every day. So I want to teach you how to do that. Not going to sell you anything. We're just going to go on and we're going to talk and we're going to train. Real quick, if you haven't turned up your speakers and you're sitting there wondering if I'm speaking, turn up your speakers and clear all your distractions. Turn off your phone just like I had to do because people are going to bother you. And they always bother you during an important event like this. Real quick, Kerry Miller TV, Beacon Funnels, nor I, Kerry Miller, cannot guarantee just because you are watching this webinar, you will make any sales, create any traffic, or increase your income. Every person is different, has different work ethics, and different desires. I put this up last week, and I want to say it again today because this is extremely important. How many hands have you shook today and introduced the power of marketing in the 21st century and demonstrated the tools that every business can use to help them bring customers back and increase their cash flow and their profits? If businesses fail and you have not shared your marketing systems with them, how do you feel? Not everyone will say yes, and that's okay. At least give them the opportunity to say no. We had a customer in Phoenix, Arizona. Have probably talked to that customer 20 times and over the last 5 years. And going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth, but always stopping in just to say hi. About 6 months ago, we walked in and we sold him a total package, everything we had from beacons to kiosk systems to mobile business cards, loyalty rewards program. We sold him every single thing we had. And so I called him on the phone. Obviously, I'm not in Phoenix, Arizona. I'm in just outside of Dallas, Texas. And I called him on the phone and I said, I said, and a great guy, his name is Thomas. And I said, I got a question for you. I said, it's taken you 5 years to decide whether or not you wanted to use us or not. And I said, what was it that had you make the decision? And he said, you guys never quit coming by. And I figured if it was that important, I had to have it. He don't even know really exactly what all he bought. He's still learning. We're still teaching him. We're showing him how to build his funnel, how to put everything together. But what he did know is that we cared enough over a 5-year period that we always stopped in to say hi and ask him once again, can you use the opportunity that we have presented to you to help you grow your business? And he finally said yes. You see, a no is not really ever a no. A no is I'm just not ready right now while you're standing in front of me because I'm busy doing something else, and or you didn't explain it well enough, and maybe the next 10 times you come by, I can ask a few questions and you can make it a little more clear, and eventually I'll make a decision. They say, and I don't know how true this is. For some of my customers, it's very, very true. For some of them, it's not true at all. They close on the first deal. But they say it takes 7 times to present something to someone, for someone to see something, for them to make up their mind. So in that case, it took about 20 times. But it doesn't matter. We're still making money. Okay. And those stop-ins were when we were driving by and we passed by his business and we were already in the area and we just stopped in and said, hey, how you doing? Is everything going well? How's business? Are you ready to start, your marketing plan? And eventually he said yes. And no pressure. We didn't go in pressure. We didn't go in with a bunch of BS. We just went in and simply asked, hey, are you ready to start today? And sometimes I thought maybe he just wanted us to stop in and say hi. And of course, now that he's a customer, we will definitely stop in and say hi. But never, ever give up on anyone. Never, ever stop pursuing that business until they tell you, look, don't never walk in my door again. They're still a potential customer. So never forget that. Not everyone will say yes, and especially the first time. And that's okay. At least give them the opportunity to say no. You have to talk to every single person that you go by, see, talk to, go to the meetups, walk in their businesses. You have to go in and let them get to know you and share the products with you. And we're going to talk about that. And Charlie was the one that asked me if I would talk about this tonight. We're going to talk about this at the end of training, but we're going to talk about how do you walk in and approach someone, how I do it. And my doing it is very, very simple. And for those of you who have heard me speak over the last 5 years, you know that I've not changed at all in what I do. And I still sell a lot of product. I still sell a lot of marketing tools, and I still am very, very successful. So, there's an old saying, follow those who do and watch those who do and do the same thing that they do. So, everybody's got a little bit different method, but if you look at everybody's little different method, it really is all the same what I will be talking about. The only way you make money is to sell your product. Now, I go back to the guy that had the 20 visits. If I went home every day banking on someone that may become a customer and said, oh, well, that guy's going to sign up tomorrow, I don't need to talk to anybody else. That guy's going to sign up next week, I don't need to talk to anybody else. I've got this guy in the bag because he hadn't said no anymore. You will go absolutely broke. I want everybody to understand that. And I know sometimes I'm forthright and that's okay. Sometimes you need to be hit over the head to realize, hey, I've been there, I've done that. This is so true. You cannot fool yourself. Okay. You cannot give yourself a false sense of security when talking to potential customers. If they did not write you a check, you have got to find a check that day. And you've got to find a check that day that's going to continue paying you month after month after month after month. You have got to create that reoccurring revenue stream with the products you have and the tools you have at the time if you want to be successful. I know a guy that does nothing but sell one-offs, and he's doing very well. He makes 6 figures a year. But let me ask you a question. What happens tomorrow if he can't get in his car and go to work for the next year? What happens? That's right. He goes broke. He absolutely goes broke. You see, when you sell one-off product, what's a one-off? A one-off product is when you go out and you sell it one time and you never make any more money for it. Okay? I sell one-off products. I'm not going to sit here and tell you I don't sell one-off products. I sell one-off products to build on, okay? To go back and do upsells on. Maybe it's a mobile business card and they didn't want the full package, so I sell them a mobile business card, and then I go back in and I sell them the SMS technology. Then I go back in and sell them the beacon technology, and then I go back in and sell them the mobile kiosk technology. And what happens there? Now I've got their complete funnel built, and I can go in and show them how to completely tie the complete funnel together. And instead of them paying me, $15 or $20 a month, now they're paying me $120 a month. So I've created this big funnel system myself by going in and placing the pieces in place to create that recurring revenue. Do I have one-off customers now? Absolutely. Do we continually contact those customers? Absolutely, because we want to get them on a recurring basis. Okay. Once you're a customer, now it's just a stop in to show them what you have. They're not always going to take what you have at the time, but they will take something you have because you're going to walk in and you're going to intrigue them one day, and they're going to say, man, I've got to have those beacons in my store. I already know this is the hottest technology because 3 of my friends have those. That's awesome, Jerry. Let me show you how to not only take these beacons, but let me show you how you can show your friends a thing or two on how to market. Watch me tie all of this together for you. Now, you've already got the mobile business card, but what we want to do is we want to set up the SMS technology, and we want to pull all this together, and along with your beacon technology and your kiosk technology, and creating that awesome footfall to bring people back. See, not only are you creating a recurring income for yourself, but you are creating recurring footfall traffic for them to come into the store. And that's the way you've got to talk to them. You've got to let them know this is what you have to have if you want to continue to be successful. The only way you're going to make any money is if you do that. You're not going to make a nickel if you don't do that and go out and sell your products. You can't set your butt in a house and be afraid to go out and talk to people, or you are going to fail. Okay, let me get off the Texas slang and speak properly there for a second. Or and are. Okay, or you are going to fail. And we don't want you to fail. We want you to be successful. But you're not going to be successful if you're not out showing your wares. Could you imagine a car lot that had 0 cars on their lot, and people drove up there and there was a bunch of car salesmen there saying, hey, I'm going to sell you this new Kia Sorento today. I'm going to sell you this new CTS Cadillac today. And you're looking at them like, what in the heck are you talking about? That'd be like me walking in and saying, hey, I'm going to sell you some beacon technology today. And you don't walk in with a beacon in your hand. It's impossible to happen. It's not, you may fall over a blind squirrel falls over a nut every now and then. I've said that a bunch of times. But what's going to happen is they don't trust you because they don't see what you're selling them. And these beacons are very small. The Rad Dot beacon is about 3/4 of an inch, and the 4A beacon is 2.5 by 2.5. You can put them both in your pocket. Put the phone in your pocket and walk in with the beacons in your hand. The first thing they're going to want to know is what you're carrying in with you. Okay, so you've got to set yourself up to make the sale, and we're going to go a little bit deeper in that towards the end of the training. What do you need for your business? And I know the first one is you're like, wow, Kerry, that's kind of simple. Well, what name do you use? Does your name represent who you are? Okay. My company is Get Digi, G-I-T-D-I-G-I, Get Digi Marketing and Consulting. Okay. The Get came from the slang of get. Okay. Get. That's what we say in Texas. Get. DigiK from Digital Marketing Consultants. Okay, so they know that I'm a digital marketer, and trust me, when people see my name in this area where I'm at, they know exactly who I am. They understand my brand and they know what I do. I'm a digital marketing consultant. Okay, so you have to have a business name. Now I also go under the business name of what? Just Kerry Miller. Now let me tell you the purpose behind that. I chose just Kerry Miller, and I've got Kerry Miller TV, and Kerry Miller TV is trademarked, and so I wanted to be able to brand what? Myself. And why would I want to do that? Because I'm in the consulting business, and I want people to know my name. And when they go to kerrymiller.tv, they can see the things I do, and they know who I am. Okay, so don't be afraid just to use your name. Okay, Kerry Miller Marketing and Consultants. Attorneys do that all the time. You know, sometimes they'll have some fancy town name or something like that, but most attorneys use their own name. Why? Because they want you to know their name. When I walk into a business, I want them to know who I am. I am Kerry Miller, and I am the digital marketing expert from Get Digi Marketing and Consultants that is going to turn their business up on its head and have them making money hand over fist. Okay. And let me say something when I say that. You have got to be just that confident. You have to be that confident in yourself that you are literally going to turn the digital marketing world on its head and show people how to build their business. You have to let them know that you are the expert, and everything is in that business name. All right? Everything is in that business name. You have to have your legal papers set up. Now, you don't have to be an LLC, okay? You can just set up a DBA, doing business as. It costs about $10 in my county. Okay, you can be doing business as. You can work completely under your social security number. I recommend setting up an LLC. And the reason you want to set up an LLC is to protect your personal assets if something happens. But, get with an attorney and figure out how you want to set up your business name. There's a company online called, I want to say Zoom, but it's not Zoom, LegalZoom, LegalZoom.com. When I set up my roofing company, I did everything through LegalZoom. Cost about $300, and they did everything. And it's all done through the state of Texas, and it's a great company. So if you don't have a personal lawyer, I have a personal lawyer now that does everything for me. But if you don't have a personal attorney, I recommend LegalZoom. Great company. It's LegalZoom.com. They can set up your LLC and everything. You just type in some information, and they do all the work for you. Okay. You are on a program right now called Zoom. Zoom is an online program that allows you to set up consultations. Okay. It allows you to set up webinars. Now, you don't have to buy the webinar program. They've got a free version. You can only talk for 45 minutes, and Lord knows that I cannot talk just for 45 minutes. So I have the paid version so I can talk as long as I want to. But use Zoom.us, okay? It's if you use the paid version, it's about $50 a month, and of course, free is free. You're able to use the. We're using the webinar program. Man, I'm getting old, guys. I tell you, I'm getting old. The other is a conference. You can use their conference for 45 minutes for free. There's another program called Calendly.com. Everybody on this call, every single person on this call, if you have done a consultation with me, and that's probably everyone on this call, you used Calendly. When you clicked on the link to set an appointment with me, you set an appointment through Calendly.com. You received an email that said you sent that appointment, and it also showed you that, hey, we're going to log into Zoom in order to have this appointment, and that is free. They do have a paid version, but the free version is what I use. Of course, it says Calendly on it, and I don't care because I tell people to use Calendly, so I don't care if their branding is on it or not. And I use Calendly.com. It allows you to set appointments with people that come to your site. Now, I'm going to show you something. Let me flip over real quick. If you don't have a website, let me show you what works extremely well for me. Hang on just 1 second. Let me pull up. Let me pull up a couple of sites. And all my sites are being moved to this format because it does work so well for me. Let me come up and shift this real quick. All of you are familiar with this site right here, the Beacon Funnel site. Click here to set up your free consultation. Now, if you'll notice, I don't have anything else on here except I've got the About Us button. This is the login button, the pricing button, and the home button, okay? And there's not a lot on here, and the reason I don't want a lot on here because I want them clicking this button to talk to me. I don't want them to read 57 websites. I want them to come to me. They know that I'm the owner of Beacon Funnels, and they can talk to me. This thing that just popped up right here is called Talk To, okay, TAWKTO. It's not on the list, but this is a free service, okay, that all you do is put a little bit of code when you build your website. You build your website, and they're able to talk to you. I literally talk to people on this thing almost 24 hours a day. People will send me a message in the middle of the night. This is also free. The website builder I use is called InstaBuilder, and it's like $100 for unlimited sites. I've built every one of my sites with InstaBuilder, and I continue to use it today, and I've used it for 5 years. But all they have to do is go click here to set up your free consultation. So guess what? They click there, and they go directly to Calendly. Now it says powered by Calendly, and that's fine. I could care less. And they can click on one of these dots right here, and they can set up an appointment. If they want to set it way out, they can run it way out. I've got this set to unlimited, and they can come in, and you can see today is already unavailable. Wednesday, I've got 3 appointment times left right here, okay? 14, 15, and 16, so that means my morning is completely full. So you can see right here, all they do is click on a button, and this is free. And you can see that it also allows you to brand your link. My link is calendly.com/Kerry Miller. So all of that stuff is free, and it allows me to set up a really nice website that's very clean and very professional. And this is how I run the majority of my appointments because I have a great presence on YouTube. And a lot of people come to me now. And that happens after you've been in business for a while. So set up a simple, good-looking, clean website. Keep it very simple. When they go to the About Us page, they can see that it's about you, blah, blah, blah. Now, this page right here is actually from an old website. I keep meaning to go in and change the colors to match the other one, but who cares? So I need to change this to orange, but it said, hey, Beacon Funnels started with a simple mission to connect with the digital and physical worlds. So they know exactly what I did, okay? There's no question what they're calling me for, all right? Here's a little bit about me and a picture of me. And if you're good looking as I am, Jerry Dietrich, you're able to put your picture on the site, and that way you can show them that you're a real person. That's a joke. See, God got me for that. Now I'm choking to death. So anyway, and you can see I've also got the talk to button on here. It says, let's talk, blah, blah, blah. And it's just a little bit about me, and it's got some testimonials on here. Okay. And then on the bottom down here, it shows the other services. I have mobile business cards, SMS and email marketing, social marketing, and of course, proximity marketing. Very, very, very simple website. All right. Any questions so far? I know I'm going through this fast. I want to get through this in the hour. So any questions on what I've showed you so far? And if you'll notice, Kerry Miller TV is the same thing. Just set up just a little bit different. I love these colors here, so I use these colors on just about everything, as you can tell. But here's the same thing, but this is set up to a Zoom, okay? So it's time to stop selling and start teaching, learn how to build multiple streams of income using a recurring income model. This is one of my new projects that's launching for the first of the year. So the webinars are going to be Thursday at 8 p.m. Central. Another little testimonial for someone that talks about who I am. I try not to ever talk about myself. Okay. Now, when you're first starting out, you may not have a testimonial, but let me recommend something to you. as you're going out there and you're getting new customers, have them write testimonials for you. Okay. And that way, when someone comes to your site, they're not reading what you're saying about yourself. They're reading what someone else says about you. It's very, very important, because now this is called third-party credibility. Third-party credibility. And you can see here, so this link right here goes to the Zoom registration page. And now they can come in, and now you can see this is branded once again. Every time you do something, you need to put your brand on here. Kerry Miller TV is my production company, okay? And they're the ones that produce everything for me. And you can see I've got this. I just changed this logo just recently. This is my new style logo. The K is backwards, the M is backwards, and Beacon Funnels, the B is backwards, and the F is right. And so, but it tells exactly what the topic is. And this is created by Zoom, okay? This is created by Zoom, very professional, and everything looks really good. Now, on the bottom here, I like talking to people. I'm kind of getting away from the webinars where there's 100 people on the webinar. I've gone to personal consultations. It's increased my closure rate to about 90%. So I like that a lot versus doing webinars. So here you can see they can click on these buttons, and guess where this goes? These all go to Calendly. All right. Now I'm going to show you something you can do in Calendly. And because I do multiple products and I do multiple consultations, and I'm changing up my business model a little bit, when they go in to sign up and they go in there to confirm and put their information in here, they can select what product are you interested in: local social media, mobile marketing, or social commerce and e-commerce. Which one of those products do you want to talk to Kerry about? Now, when we get on the phone, they may want to talk about all three, but they'll want to talk about the one that they're most interested in, and they'll schedule the event. This is Calendly once again, okay? Calendly is a very, 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 very powerful program. All right? Now, let me go back over here. Any questions on everything I showed you? I know I'm flying through this. Any questions on all this stuff I've showed you so far? Yes, I build my own sites. And I use InstaBuilder, and it's like 2 point something now, but I can get you a link, and I'll put it in the Beacon Funnels and the Kerry Miller TV. But it's very easy to use. Very, very. I've used it for a long time. Freshdesk. Freshdesk is my support system, okay? And I know most of you I talk to on the phone, and we have personal conversations. A lot of people I don't talk to, they submit a ticket. Freshdesk has a paid version and a free version. I use the free version. I can use it right on my phone, and it works very, 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 very well. Talk to comes right on my phone. It works very, very, very well. My pay systems are all on my phone. Stripe is on my phone. I run my entire business from my iPhone. But Freshdesk is a free support software. Freshdesk.com. Don't confuse it with freshbook.com. I'll tell you about that in a minute. Freshdesk.com, a full support center. It's very nice. It's very professional. Some of you have used it because you send me tickets all the time. And set that up for yourself. Make your business as professional and as streamlined as possible. That's very, very important. If you're spending all your time on the phone, okay, all day long, you're not going to get very much done. And a lot of you know, and you've gotten in a good habit, and I appreciate that. You'll text me first and say, hey, are you busy? Okay. If I am busy, I'm not going to answer the phone. But you'll text me and say, hey, are you busy? Can I call? And I'll say, I'll call in 30 minutes, or I'll call you in an hour. I'm in the middle of an appointment. I mean, I still go out and sell. I still go out and talk to customers. I still go out and service my customers. So I stay kind of busy, but it allows me with Freshdesk. I get an alert on my phone, says, hey, such and such submitted a ticket. on my way out of an appointment, or if I'm sitting down eating breakfast or eating lunch, I can sit there and answer those tickets right from my phone. And it gives you great customer service. And what it also does is it allows you to extend that hiring period if you need somebody else, because we all get to a point where we need help. Okay, I don't care who you are, you can only do so much in a 16-hour day. All right, so you get to a point where you need help, but using these tools saves you that money. Freshdesk will save you a ton of money because now you don't have to hire somebody to answer the phone. Everything can be taken care of. For most of you, you know that I use Facebook Messenger. Most of you talk to me on Facebook Messenger. I use that for every single business I have. Facebook Messenger is a great tool. We can do video conferencing and all kind of stuff with Facebook Messenger. So I use Facebook Messenger a lot. A lot of people will call me on Facebook Messenger because they don't have my phone number. Some of you on here do. You're blessed that way. You're very fortunate. I'm kidding. I'm just teasing. And but you have my number and you can call me on the phone. But those that don't, they call me on Facebook Messenger, and it works great. I mean, the connection's always good. So I use that. You have to be able to collect money. So one of the tools, the very first tool I started using was moonclerk.com. That's MOONCLERK.com. 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 Moonclerk is like $9 a month, and it sets up directly through Stripe, and it also allows you to set up recurring payments. That's why I liked using Moonclerk. Okay, with Moonclerk, it sends out the invoices and it sends out all that, everything that you need for only $9 a month. Now, what I didn't like about Moonclerk is it was not an accounting software. Okay, I was able to set up and collect money and do all the things I needed to do, but I wasn't able to track my accounts, and I wasn't able to have everything, my checking account and everything tied into Moonclerk to track my books. And if you're running through a lot of money, okay, coming in and going out, you have to have an accounting software. You have to. The old YallaPad just doesn't cut it anymore because you don't have time to sit there and take notes. So I started using a program called FreshBook.com. Fresh, FRESHBOOK.com. FreshBook.com. The reason I started using FreshBook, I used to use, I can't think of the name of it. It's very, very expensive. I know that. That's why I quit using it. Gosh. It's like FreshBook, but it's not FreshBook. If any of you guys use an accounting software that's like FreshBook and it's not FreshBook, let me know, and I'll know what it is. But FreshBook is an accounting QuickBooks. Thank you very much. QuickBooks. And I like QuickBooks. I used it for my roofing company. My accountant recommended it. I never did learn to use it because it was just too many moving parts. I love FreshBook because it's extremely simple. I can also invoice with FreshBooks. It tracks my checking account. When I go out somewhere, it says, oh, Carrie went out and ate today, and it tells FreshBooks that I went out and ate today, and it tells them I ate at McDonald's, and it tells exactly. That way, when I turn it over to my accountant, everything's in there, and everything was run through my debit card. I probably haven't used cash for something in, gosh, I can't even remember when. I think even when I go use cash, what happens? I pull it out of the bank, which goes right into my FreshBook. So if I go out and I want to go blow $500, I will pull $500 out. I'll stick it in my pocket, and we just write that off as entertainment because I usually don't know what I spent $500 on. Okay, but that's, once again, it shows that I went to the ATM. It automatically tags it in FreshBooks as an ATM withdrawal. And when my accountant says, what'd you use this money for? And I say, I don't have a clue. I just blew it probably. And I usually do, unfortunately. And so, but it shows in there, and he marks that off as entertainment because that's usually what I do with it. I mean, I go out to eat, or I usually go to the casino or something like that. But anyway, so it's FreshBooks. Great, great program. It's also like $9 or $10 a month, something like that. It's very, very good and very easy to use. You can invoice, you can set up recurring payments. The more customers you have in it, the more clients you put in it, the more it costs. I have actually the 5-client program because I don't use it fully for what they use. I use it mainly for accounting purposes. And what I'll do is I'll put a client in, and then I take them out. And that way, because most of my clients I use in there are a one-time invoice kind of thing. I use ThriveCart for you talking about the payment system that you went through online? Yes, that's called ThriveCart, ThriveCart. They've got a one-time deal right now. It's like $600. When I got into it, it was like $250 for lifetime. It's now up to about $600, but it's still worth every single penny of it. When I first got into it, it didn't have really any bells and whistles. It's worth every penny of $600. It's called ThriveCart. You can only get it by using a special link. I have a couple of those links somewhere. If you would like to use ThriveCart and spend the $600, I do know that they announced today that they're going public after the first of the year with ThriveCart, and it's going to be a monthly of like $99 a month. So, you know, it's still worth $600 up front to purchase that. It's called Thrive, ThriveCart.com, ThriveCart. If you go to their site, you're not going to be able to get it because it's closed right now. And of course, I never go out with these tools. Okay, now this is going to kind of take us into the sales part. When Charlie called me today and said, "Hey, could you kind of go over what you do when you go out?" I always go out with a mobile business card. I never walk out of my door without my mobile business card. Why? Because it's always on my phone. And we all know that we never go anywhere without our phones, right? We don't go anywhere without our phones. Our phones are attached to our hip, and that is also our tool to sell with. Why is it our tool to sell with? Because our phone is where everything we do goes through. You show your beacons on your phone. You show your mobile business card on your phone. Your SMS, your text messaging is attached to the mobile business card. Okay, so you want to make sure you have SMS. All right, we talked about the packages last week, and by the way, all the packages are on the website now. They're all on the website, and everything is updated. So you want to make sure, okay, you want to make sure that you walk out with those tools. If you're selling SMS, if you're selling text message marketing, and I recommend that you all sell text message marketing, at the minimum text message marketing with your beacon packages. Remember, we are not in the beacon business. We're not in the text message business. We're not in the mobile business card business. We're not in the kiosk business. We are in the systems management business for marketing. Okay? We are systems managers for marketing. And when we walk into a store, we're going in and selling a system, a marketing system, which creates more footfall for their business, which creates more revenue for them. Okay? So now they've got a good ROI, a good return on their investment, because footfall is coming back in and it's paying for everything they do. Now their revenue starts to increase and pays not only for their product, but now they're making money. So now you've got a complete marketing system that they're using. If you go out there and just sell beacons, you're probably going to go broke. Okay? You're going to go broke. You have to go out with the beacons as a system. How do I know that? Because I've done it. I've done it. The least I do is sell a beacon and a business card. That's the very least I sell. But it's always a marketing package. It's always a system. Okay? And the mobile business card does what? The mobile business cards allows you to disseminate information in a rapid way for that customer's clients to be able to reach out to them via text, phone, email, Facebook, share, the whole 9 yards quickly. That's what the mobile business card is for. They've always got it in their pocket. They always have it available if they want to contact you. So the mobile business card is very important. The SMS system, very easy to show how to use. Simply go out there, bam, they sign up for the package. They're able to get messages at the touch of a button. And of course, the beacon, we all know how the beacon works. The beacon transmits a Bluetooth low energy signal to your phone, which is picked up by Nearby and or the physical web app on an iPhone. And it allows you to share with those customers those micro moments and micro commitments via the markdown cards, all right, via the markdown cards, so that those customers can see the special sales that are going on in your store. The kiosk simply sits on a desk, okay? Simply sits on a desk or a point of sale area, and they're able to go in and put their information in. Same thing, they can either sign up for a birthday program, loyalty rewards program, whatever they're using that kiosk for. But if you're walking in selling any of these things, you have to walk in with that product. And if you're walking in selling a system, you have to walk in with the entire system. All right? Does everybody understand that? If you can't just walk in and say, oh, well, I've got this little square thing here. We're going to put it up and people are going to see it. It just really doesn't work that way. It just really doesn't work that way. And you've got to be able to drive that traffic. You need to put a sign on the front door. Check your notifications for our beacon specials. I'm talking a big bright sign, a big bright cling to sign that says, hey, we're using beacon technology. Check your notifications. Because what's going to happen is people are going to walk by. They're going to pass by that store. They're never going to see their notifications, and they don't know if you got sales or not. But if they see that big sale sign that says, hey, check your notifications and see what we've got, they don't even have to walk in the store. They're able to see what the sales you have right there standing on the sidewalk. And now they can make that micro decision on whether or not they're going to come in and make those micro commitments and spend that money. And that's what building a business is all about. That's what teaching a business, a marketing system is all about. It's all about money. Okay. And it's like I was telling somebody today, I'm not Goodwill, and I'm not a social program. I'm a marketing company. I'm in the business to make money. You're in the business to help businesses make money. We're not here to give away the world. We're here to help businesses gain the world and gain that thing that they have to keep their business open, and that's money. It would be nice if we could all be a social program and give everything away, but it just doesn't work like that when you're in business. Now, I highly recommend, so that you can keep your taxes lower, to donate to those charities and help those charities, help these social programs. But your business isn't a social program. Your business is in business to make money. Okay. Now, let me come up here and show you real quick. I am going to switch over to my phone. Let me clear out all these notifications. I've got tons of them. I always like the ones that say you just received $125, $59, $20, $15. Okay. Those are the ones I like. Now, I'm going to bring up my phone here. Hang on just one second. I want to come over to share. And I'm going to share the screen. I don't know why this does this every time. It says I got to share and install a plugin. I'm going to to share screen. Maybe I need to do it again. Okay, here we go. All right, everybody can see my screen. It says Zoom screen right there. And let me tell you how cool this is. Now, this only works with iPhone, unfortunately. But let me tell you how cool it is. So go buy a cheap iPhone if there is such a thing. And you can do a lot of demonstration right online using this to demonstrate your products. So what do I do when I walk into a store? I walk in with my phone, and you don't see it in my hand, but I've got a 4A beacon setting here, and I've got a rad dot beacon setting here, the little circle beacon, okay? Let me go ahead and turn on the circle beacon so that you can see these. I've got 2 beacons. Now, these happen to be a couple of beacons that I sold today. So they belong to a company up in Canada, and I'm going to be shipping these out tomorrow. But I just want to share this with you, okay? So when I walk in, I always ask, what do I say? Do you use, right? We go in, and we talked about this last week. We go in and introduce ourselves. We make small talk, and we ask them, do you use, okay? So in this instance, I'm going to say, do you use beacon technology in your business to create sales? No, I don't. Do you have 15 minutes for me to show you how it works? Yes, I do. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have this. I'm going to say, this is what we call our 4A beacon. This is our commercial grade beacon that it actually attaches to a wall or to a ledge or somewhere that's unobscured and unobtrusive up where the beacon can transmit the signal. And we're going to just simply set this over here. And so I walk over and I'm going to set it on this counter. Okay. And I tell him this little beacon here, this is what we call our rad dot beacon. I said, this is what we call our beacon to go. What we do with this, it has the little keychain dongle on it, and you can actually attach this to your keychain. And I show them how to turn it on, and they turn it on. And when you're out and about, it is going to transmit your business via Bluetooth, low energy, to Android phones and or iPhones that are set up to receive this beacon technology. I never, ever, 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 ever tell them that this can be received solely by iPhone, because that is not true. Okay. And so I will show them, because I have an iPhone, I'm going to say, let me show you how it works on an iPhone, because that's what I have. And if you would, what kind of phone do you have? And they'll say, I've got an Android. And or if they say I have an iPhone, you say, well, does any of your clerks or anybody here in the store have an Android phone? I'd like to see what it looks like. Well, everybody else in the store has got an Android, so we get an Android phone over there. Okay. And if not, that's fine too, because it works the exact same way. You just have to kind of explain it to them, and that it comes up on nearby. But this is the secret and the trick right here, okay, is making sure that you show it to them. So I'm simply going to pull it over. It's going to refresh. All right. Oops. Sorry about that. And you can see this BizBuddy marketing right here at the top, okay? I'm going to click on that. And I'm going to show him what a card looks like. He's going to see exactly how it works. I call it show and tell, show and sell. And so you ask him, oh, hey, open up your phone. And if they don't have the physical web app, I show them how to download the physical web app right on their phone. Okay, it's very simple. Just simply go to the App Store. This is the one I use. Now, the great thing is after the first of the year, we're working on it. Got a brand new company working on it. Everything's going to be awesome. We're going to have our own physical web app. So you'll be able to download the physical web app from our company. So we're just going to type in physical web app. Oops. Okay. And you can see there's a few of them here. All right. I'll show you the one I actually use. If I can spell. I type worse on here than I type on mine. I use this one right here that says Physical Web Utilities. Okay, you can see I've already got it downloaded on my phone. It says Physical Web Utilities, and all you have to do is download it on their phone and show them. They don't mind putting it on their phone. I've never had one person say, no, don't put that on my phone. Never. Okay, because they've already seen it work on my phone. So we put it on their phone and we open it up and they can see everything right now. I've got beacons all everywhere. Okay, I'm in my office right now. So, but here it is right here. Here's their company. Open it up. Bam. And it goes right to the card. It sells itself if you will show and tell, show and sell. If I'm going to share with them a business card, I'll show them a business card. All right. If I want to sell them the entire package, I'll show them the business card. If I'm going to show them the punch card, I'll have a punch card on here and I'll show them exactly how the punch card works. And I do not remember the, I don't remember. I don't remember the code to this. Okay, it was 1111. And I can show them exactly how the punch card works. I can go through the entire system using my phone. You know, the worst thing that can happen, the worst thing a person can do is walk in and try to do this on a PowerPoint, or walk in with a bunch of papers and try to do it on a, through some kind of presentation like that. Now, I do sell a product that I walk in and I use a napkin. I pull a napkin out of my pocket. It's completely blank, and I close them on a napkin. All right. But this is different. You're able to use your entire phone and show them the entire system right here on your phone. All right. So I show them the beacon. Hey, now they've got the physical web app on their phone, right? Because you set that up for them. So I'm going to show them the beacon. I'm going to show how it comes up on their phone. I'm going to show them exactly how it does, opens up. I can show them how the buttons work, the call us buttons, or however you've got your markdown card set. I can show them that. Show and tell, show and sell. That's the way it works. All right. So you're able to show them the entire system, And of course, you want them to show them how the texting works. All right. So we're going to come up here and we're going to show them how texting works. All right. And I don't know if I have that set up on this card. I don't. I used this card for Wednesday night training also last week. But you can show them right from your phone. You can show them how the system works right here, how to send this card out to all their friends, out to their entire phone book. Okay. Very, very, very simple to do. And that's all you have to do. Just walk in and share it with them. Walk in and show it to them. Walk in and show them exactly how it works. You don't need to walk in with nothing fancy. You don't need to walk in with nothing overwhelming. Just ask them, do you use Beacon technology? Do you use mobile business cards? Do you use SMS technology? Whatever it is you're going to talk about, that's what you want to talk about. Okay? Any questions at all on that? And that's just a down and dirty, but believe it or not, that's how simple I do it. My presentation is less than 10 minutes long, and that includes me sitting there talking to them. Any questions? Remember, do you use? Introduce yourself and your company. Get to know your client. Do you use? Put that in your brain. Do you use? All right. Do you use SMS marketing? Do you use whatever? Would you have 15 minutes on Monday or Tuesday for me to show you how our SMS package, how our Beacon package, how our mobile business card package can help increase your business and revenue? Now, this is very important how you say this. You almost need to say this verbatim. Why? Could help increase your business and revenue. A business is only concerned about one thing, their revenue. They don't really care about you and your company, okay? They don't really care that you got to know them. They want to know, do you use product? Take care of this right here. Could help increase their business and revenue. That's what a business is concerned with. That's what a business cares about. Do you use? And that's where you have to be with them. Do you use? Okay. So we're selling them a what? We're selling them a system. We're selling them Beacon technology with mobile business card with right here. Okay. Kiosk program, the Rad Dot Beacon, the SMS package, and the full system. All right. Yeah, selling them increased revenue. That's exactly right. All right. But if you have this package here and you're walking in selling this package, you've got to have the text. You got to have your little Rad Dot. And of course, when you purchase this package, this is what you get. You get your SMS, and then you can go in and upsell them the business card and that kind of thing. And upsells are very important. No matter where you start from, that's what your end goal is getting them as a customer and increasing those sales, increasing this monthly residual income. All right. Any questions at all? Charlie, I hope you got that, buddy. I know you're on the phone and you have been sitting there listening to this on the phone the whole time. Charlie's up in New York. And last time I talked to him, he was at JFK. So, but any questions at all? First and foremost, I want to wish everybody a very Merry Christmas. Okay, a very Merry Christmas. We will not be here next week. Okay, we will be taking off for Christmas, and then we'll be coming back. We do have a special webinar next Thursday night. I'm not selling anything. I'm not doing anything. I was asked by a group if I would do a webinar on recurring revenue. And so I put together a complete training package for that. And I'm actually going to use that with my Kerry Miller TV and start building that brand. So very excited about that. And you can go to kerrymiller.tv and sign up for that webinar next Thursday night. Any questions? All right, guys. Once again, Merry Christmas. God bless. We will not be here next Tuesday. Please stop in and join us on Thursday, and then we'll see you the Tuesday after Christmas. Yes, Merry Christmas to you, Jerry. Thomas, thank you. Thank you. Everybody enjoyed tonight's training? Was it exactly what you needed? Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you. All right. God bless everybody. Good night. And I'll see you if you're with us next Thursday.